Yo, how you doing? I might be locked out of a lot of content due to item level being a little low, but Hildebrand, luckily for me, doesn't require item level. Time for 7.3, right? Yeah, let's go. Ah, if it isn't yo, been keeping yourself sharp, I trust. Reasonably. Good to hear. In our line of work, you gotta stay in peak condition and be ready for anything. In any case, you picked a good moment to come by. I've managed to recover more data and learned about another experimental subject. Oh ho, I dare say that is a cue for us to lend our investigative skills once more. It would seem this criminal had his soul put into the body of Karlura. That's a two-legged wolf, in case you weren't familiar. Kela. Prior to that, the man was a notorious vandal who went around causing wanton destruction, targeting everything from shops to government facilities. Didn't have any greed or motive, was all for the thrill of it, a real piece of work. Like the sticky figured Cyclops, odds are he's up to his old antics in his new body and is a pawn in this mysterious researcher. Such a fiend wreaking havoc in a densely populated area would swiftly attract attention. If our wolfmen were to make mischief, I expect it would be somewhere outside this city. Not half bad reasoning for soft-boiled dope. As you say, the fiend's likely to strike places outside of Solution 9. We don't have any leads beyond that, though, so I have a mind to pay one of my trusted sources a visit. Mimod's his name, and his business is everyone else buggers else. Come on, he ought to be at his usual spot nearby. Mimod. Does that name not remind you of our friend Wimond? It does. Do you suppose we'll get to meet your Mond too? It's gonna get very confusing because I have two things here that I don't have the item level for. Core, he could be a clone of Wimon. I've never seen anything like it, except for the time Mr. Poo Poo made all those clones of the Inspector. Good gods, he even looks like Wimon. That there is Mimon. Let's see if he knows anything about a friend with an appetite of destruction. Ain't often I see you with company, detective. What can I do for you today? A thrill-seeking vandal in the body of a fiend. Sounds like a recipe for trouble, alright? Now, can't say I've heard any talk of vandalism, neither in or around Everkeep. But there's a hunter who caught sight of a solitary kohoa near the barrier recently. I went into Vanguard and didn't come back out, so he assumed it went. So he assumed it went to Shalanoni. Damn, can I not read now? Hold up. A little bit of Red Bull. What struck him the most, though, was not the queer way it moved. Seemed more that man than beast, he said. Kalalulos are fiercely terminal creatures that live in packs. This lone wolf or vandal, I'd wager my gun on it. We'll head to Shaloni right away. Thanks for the lead, Mimon. "'Tis truly uncanny indeed. The resemblance you bear to my friend. His name is Weemon, and information is his stock and trade as well. Not only do we have similar faces and names, but we're in the same business besides. Well, bugger me with the lightning rod. You know, you look rather like the detective yourself, only you're either younger or have a better skin care regimen. Your brothers or something? Ridiculous. Detective Hardy-Boiled and I are not the least bit alike. Damn right, don't compare me to this preening ninny. Alright, didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. But you, lass, something about you reminds me of the detective's assistant. Takes me back, it does. We should get going. Let's gather in front of Vanguard before heading to Shalaloni. We go ways back, me and Hardy-Boiled and his assistant. They're the real reason I fell into this trade, you might say. That wolf fiend is so adorable. What with their spiky leg armor and giant sword. Do you think they like being scratched behind the ears? We chanced to see a cow, halo, and route here. They have a rather endearing appearance, I must say. This'll be my first time beyond this barrier. Wonder if I can find a quiet bar that doesn't water down its drinks. Inspector, you're all glowy tingly. Must be lightning round, the lightning round that I hit you with. The after effects can linger a while, I'm afraid. No need for concern. Far from causing discomfort, the lightning appears to have improved my circulation. I feel healthier than I have in recent memory. Huh, you really are an oddball. I love that he missed all of them too out of fear. I must say, Detective, I hadn't expected your hardened self to suffer from a fear of insects. And such adorable ones too. They are not just any insects, they're ogoloops, bringers of death and disease. Get a hold of yourself now. An egg will set you straight. You fool, you didn't bring any. Not a single one. Damn it all. Oh dear, never have I seen such a severe case of egg withdrawal. Think you could boil this to be the good detective's liking? So high right now, what's going on? Oh shit, this is something I really should know. I'm gonna go with 12. This isn't another trick, is it? Bah, I'll chance it. The texture of the yolk, firm and assured. Not untested, but not broken down by the weight of the world. The essence of a survivor. You're a woman that knows the score, yo. I'm glad I have you at my back. Looks like you boiled it just right. Well done. At any rate, I feel like myself again. Appreciate it, yo. That was a weird transition. Had every confidence you could aid in the good detective. My dear assistants, come, let us continue on. Oh, nice, it just teleported me here. Cool. Saves me money. Wherever I go, I always make sure I bring food with me. After all, one can't investigate on an empty stomach. So this is the outside world. It's gonna take some getting used to being under a sky without limits. Right, we should begin by talking to the locals. That a town I see over there? Schwezrezi Springs, eh? As good a place as any. Come on, let's go. I'm feeling hunger pangs. I wonder if I can get a bite to eat somewhere. I see they drill ceruleum here, just like in Thanalin. The similarity is more than soil deep. Jesus. Hiildibrand. An old-fashioned place, this, but it's got ruggedness that speaks to me. A man could get used to it. Anyway, let's split up and ask around. See if there have been any acts of vandalism in these parts. You learn something, you come tell me. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasies because it lets you jump. I feel like that's very important. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. I do appreciate the being able to run while mounting. Makes it all the more smoother. Vandalism, don't get me started. Some miscreant busted up some of our drilling equipment. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into keeping everything running, so it had me seeing red. Ceruleum's our livelihood, so the perpetrator can't possibly be a local. It's an outsider, mark my words. Oh yes, I heard that a barn was destroyed the other day. Smashed to pieces. By all accounts. Why would anyone do such a senseless thing? Has anything been destroyed in these parts lately? Have you chance seen an endearing wolf-like fiend that walks on its hind legs? Alright, what's Nashu doing? I don't know, I'll find it. As a matter of fact, there's been a spate of vandalism targeting barns and equipment. The culprit strikes when no one's around and leaves no trace, so we don't have much of a lead. Baffled as we are, we've posted a generous bounty. Information's welcome too, of course, so if you see any suspicious activity, be sure to let us know. Can't find Nashu, so hey, managed to learn anything? We heard much the same. Our vandal's been busy. By the by, have you seen Nashu? I'm not sure where she's gone. You serious? How can you not know where an assistant is? We better split up and find her. That's why I couldn't find Nashu. Watch, she's gonna be in one of the spots I already looked. We know it's you. Just admit it already. Oh, she looks like... What's his name's wife? Or ex? I forget. Oh, hello there, yo. I could use a little help. I say, Nashu, have you been making new friends? Know her, do you? And all this chaos she's been sowing too, no doubt. Whatever do you mean? Don't play the fool. We saw her polishing them bombs. Oh. That's right. She's the one been blowing things up. We're taking her in and collecting the bounty. For the umpteenth time, they're not bombs, they're medicine. Yeah, verily. Though they may look and indeed explode like bombs, they are in fact potent restoratives. My assistant is not the vandal you seek. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Exploding medicine? Ha. Let's all take a deep breath now. No need to get so hot and bothered. We can talk this through, resolve things peacefully. I don't know who you are, but we're done talking here. She's the vandal, and that's that. You'll stand aside if you know what's good for you. If you're not willing to be civil, Then we'll just have to sell this the old-fashioned way. Detective, wait. I am emphatically opposed to violence. I must insist that we resolve this in a gentlemanly manner. These kids wouldn't know a gentleman if he shot him in the rear. Don't waste your breath. You asked for it, old man. You want a duel? I'll give you a duel. Just remember that you had other options. Now we're gonna need witnesses, so let's take it elsewhere. Don't worry your head, little head. It ain't to the death. Ill at ease though I am that the detective Hardy-Boyled's chosen approach. It seems we must defer to him. Puts on a brave face, but he's nervous. Watch the eyes. A rush to finish it. Sup, Red Smudge, had yourself some poached eggs smothered in tomato sauce, did you? A soft choice for a soft bastard. But the least bit phase, not the least bit phase. Hard recognizes hard. And I can tell you a woman who's been to hell and back. Even I could learn a thing or two from you. Whoa, you kidding me? All this fuss over you? You're having a snooze? You've got moxie, dollface, just like her. Sweet dreams now. Still charged with lightning. That's impressive in its own way. But never mind that, oaf. For now, I've got a job to do. An old-fashioned firearm, like most carried in these parts, with watch the barrel dodge the bullet. Luscious locks for a roughneck. Don't know what fancy hair treatment you use, sweet prince. But a bar of soap is all I need. I've seen enough. This one's in the bag. Fucking Matrix. Piss on the old laws. Long as you win, it don't matter now. I love it. Straight up Neo. This is so stupid. They spent a lot of money on this, I was told, so it shows. Once the next MMO they make, they should really have a good engine base instead of spaghetti code. Who the hell are you? Not that I'm complaining, they work magic with what they got. What's going on here? So that's the way of it. But non-lethal rounds or no, the law forbids dueling in town. As such, this would be treated as an illegal gunfight, and guilt falls on the side that drew first. You lot are coming with me. Now, it seems that this all began when they saw the lady with what looked like bombs, and assumed she was the vandal. While you don't strike me as a miscreant, I like to examine the objects for good measure. I must say, it does look like a bomb. Ah, an understandable, if unfortunate, misunderstanding. Despite its worrisome appearance, I assure you, good sir, that this is a bespoken medicine that rejuvenates me when I am feeling poorly. I like how, yeah, obviously, yeah. That's a bomb, or I was born yesterday. Ah, I feel like a new man. 'Tis as if I walk up on a cloud. Enough of that hogwash. While this alone doesn't prove she's the vandal, we're going to keep her in the jailhouse till we know more. Are meals served at the jail's house? Well, that they are. See you. I will come to you, Nashu. I will find the true criminal and clear your good name. This I swear. Why did it have to be Ogolops? I cannot bear to imagine a sweet innocent Nashu behind bars. We must apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste. Sweet and innocent ain't words I'd use to describe a bomb-toting dame. But setting that aside, we know who we're after. We just need to track him down. A number of residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like friend. Apparently, it has appeared near a settlement called Lure Them in Your Trousers. It's Lewin Noah's, you need to clean the wax out of your ears. Yeah, that's what I meant. Luwatania Wasa. Come on, let's see what we can find out there. This is fun. He is surprised that I have already changed into fresh attire. I fortuitously had a spare set on hand. Insofar as it possible, one must ever maintain a gentlemanly and dignified appearance. Right, let's question the locals about Wolfman sightings. Should be straightforward enough, so we'll stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll get started. Lutuana wowzers, nothing to it. Ready? Then lead the way. Oh, we're... Nice. The swirling sands of dust storm may hide the truth, but there's nothing my 1,000-yard stare can't pierce. Even now, poor Nashu must be trembling in her cell. We must expedite her liberation. Where am I even? Let me... There we go. Mother used to roast whole miotoragas in a giant oven. She was partial to the bellies or the flavor, but I found them a little tough. That has no bearing on my own toughness, mind you. Wood ovens, eh? Unheard of in Solution 9. We do all our cooking with electro-lope appliances. That said, the smoke might give eggs a nice flavor. I'll have to look into it when I get the chance. I saw it alright. A wolf-like fiend I've never seen before. It made off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested. 'Twould seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, would it not hunt for its own food? Whatever it is now, it used to be a man. Wouldn't be odd if it still ate like one. And if it isn't keen on hunting, it'd likely keep close to settlements for its meals. Now that you mention it, there was something man-like about the fiend. The way it looked around to see if the coast was clear, for example. Shit, where'd I go? Wrong way. I can jump. Yeah. The motive on these dwellings is simple yet elegant. I expect Father would appreciate their artistry. He isn't here, is he? No. You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those in the outskirts. It was a real surprise when our worlds merged 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then. She was still... Never mind. I mean, I know they hit the nail on the head with, like, parallel versions of characters before, but it just came to me that this is obviously a case of that not cloning. I don't think. Or a kid. It was either one or the other. 30 years. He says he was alive before then, so I'm just running in circles at this point when I get focused. What I saw wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. Kept squealing at me as if it was trying to say something. Oh, I dare say this is a promising new lead. I have it. This creature is a minion of the Vandalus Wolfmen. You and your soft-boiled guesses. I'd heard about strange squealing critters on True, but I doubt it has anything to do with our case. The wolf-like fiend. I've seen it south of here. Most folk avoid the area because it's Unica's territory. But I go there to gather cactus. In the past few times I did, I saw the creature headed towards the gorge. Even Luyanka's paws give it a wide berth, so it must be dangerous indeed. Our fugitive might be holed up in that gorge. Come on, let's go take a look. It's no ordinary fiend that can frighten Luyanka Pass. If you're tracking it, you'd best take care. Is that a linear cow pier? The Kaula doesn't seem to be here right now, but it's definitely where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything, you come and tell me. Out of the bubble. It's farther down. The sack is laden with vegetables, likely those with the fugitive took from Luan the Crude words have been scrawled on this piece of paper, and Oglok loiters nearby as if regarding the paper anew. The Oglok scurries off, leaving you to devote your attention to the paper, which appears to contain diary entries written by the fugitive. The liquor bottle has long since been drained to the last drop. Perhaps it was purloined by the fugitive. There do not appear to be any more clues in the vicinity. Hardyboiled will want to take stock of your discoveries. That's great. I love that. And you can totally miss that too. Alright. I found this empty liquor bottle. What about you? Good work, yo. The bottles and the produce must have been taken from Lutinwasa. As for the piece of paper, there are diary entries, alright. I'll read them out. Another good day's destruction. I reduced the barn to rubble in moments. Well before anyone was wiser, my newfound strength is truly astounding. The researcher contacted me. He wanted me to put on a bigger show, and will provide barrels of ceruleum for the job. This is gonna be my tour de force. So it's as we expected. Like the thieving Cyclops, this vandalizing Kahula is working for the researcher. But I must say, for him to leave incriminating evidence out in the open, where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find it, is rather careless, is it not? When he was apprehended as a man, he'd left a diary of his misdeeds lying around, served as an convertible proof of his guilt. To do it again, knowing full well it led to his downfall. Perhaps he had some sort of clever design, or perhaps... he's just an idiot. At any rate, if our fugitive barrels off ceruleum at his disposal, then we must exercise the utmost caution. Has barrels. The tiniest spark could cause an explosion to dwarf even Nashu's delights, so I ask that you refrain from using your gun. My gun's more versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy with the flick of a switch. It can shoot fire and water rounds as well. So if the push comes to shove, I'll go give the wanton wolfman a hosing down. Well now, that is a wonderful gadget indeed. Yet, be that as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. Solving cases in a manner befitting a gentleman, such is the creed of Hiildibrand, Agent Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire. Soft to the core. If you don't harden up, you'll make the same mistake I did. As a rule, I don't talk about my past, but if there was ever a time to break that rule, now would be it. I used to have an assistant too. She was a lot like your own Nashu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now, killed by the crime king because of me, because I was too soft. The crime king's descended from a line of mages. Carnelian's his name, and he can wield powerful magic with a whispered word and a flick of the wrist. Doesn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him out at our mercy, me and my assistant, but then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled cop, I lowered my gun. That was all the opening Carnelian needed. He cast a spell before I could blink, and when I would have died where I stood if my assistant hadn't leapt in the way. She wasn't wearing a regulator because she was following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That's such a thing could should have happened. I was able to catch Carnelian soon after that, but now the bastard's at large again, in a fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you can't afford to be soft, or one day, you or someone dear to you will pay for it. Now then, we've confirmed the Vandals here, but what is it that the researcher wants to achieve with this destruction spree? Well, first things first, we need to alert Dust Watch. They'll want to be ready when the Vandal strikes next. You know where to find them? Who's why? Right. Right then. Let's head over. To think that the detective had suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggled to find the words. It's unlike you to be at a loss for words. You're right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself. Choices matter. I will say that accidentally mounting while walking is a little annoying, but fuck it. No. Oh wait. You must try these tacos. Absolutely worth incarceration. Nashu's best girl. I don't care what anybody says. She lives life to her fullest. Stay strong, Nashu. Soon you will be free. Excuse me. Hold on one second. This taco is amazing. It's you lot. What is it? Oh, that's respecting my time. I'll be damned. Just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the vandal. They declared that the train's their next target. I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe that the threat is real. Then we need to get to Shanloni Station right away. Indeed, I'll gather my men in a hurry there. As for Nashu, that was Hildebrand. 'Twould be best if you remain here now, I think. Detective, keenly though I feel your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence. Whatever may await us, I believe that we must strive for a gentlemanly resolution. Whoa. Reading. The vandal never used to announce his targets. The real that reads like a rotten egg. Huh. Thank goodness you're here. Please, you can't let that fiend destroy the train. Sorry, I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're on it. Get somewhere safe. Whoa. Didn't expect that. We have you at last. From gentleman to gentlewoman, I suggest you. Whoa. Detective. Tisk. Over there, a dame in distress. Of all the times to be out of charge. Empathy, I guess. Give me a fright, will you? Hold it right there. Try anything funny and I'll torch those barrels. They're filled to the brim with ceruleum, enough to blow us all sky high. There's nothing you can do, so just relax and enjoy the... Huh? Yo. Wait, we must extinguish the fire. The hell you think you're doing? I shall stop this runaway wolf train. I fear this is inclined to stop. They're coming back. And they're headed straight for the engine. Damn it, if only I could use my gun. Huh. Dual thought process, whatever, brainstorm. Are they on the same page? Okay, that's just stupid. A Manderville man and his electrifying handstand. You did good, Softy. You did good. You as well, Detective. You as well. I thought I was done for. I owe you my life. So you don't know anything either. Afraid not. I was only doing as I was told. Then the researcher's true objective remains a mystery. This chaos and destruction can't all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Dust Watch. Excuse me. You will be safe in their care and receive regular meals besides. Alright, I'll go quietly. Apologies for the delay. I see you have the situation well in hand. So this fiend was behind the destruction. We're grateful for your help. Despite appearances, he was originally a man, so treat him like one, eh? Is that so? Understood. He'll be treated with due dignity. You're still soft, hardy-boiled, as you always were. What the fuck? Huh. I wasn't expecting an interruption so soon. But no matter, the commotion has drawn you all here as intended. You're a Carnelian. Just pieced out. That's the ultimate fuck you. Like, I could have killed you, but I just pieced out. The villain disguised himself as one of many men knocked out and knocked me out. The rest believe you know. It seems Carnelian is also working for the researcher, and this was just a diversion. What's the bastard's game? Let's head back to Eswani for now. We have to set your friend free after all. My men can clean up things here. Tacos. How long does Klempka intend to keep me locked up in here? You tell him I demand a proper bed and something other than gruel. Fuck you. I'm not doing shit. Right, let's get the lady out of her cell. Oh, Nashu. Such an ordeal that must have been. Oh yes, the oysters were quite tasty. Sheriff, we have a situation. A large shipment of cerulean has been stolen from Shinwanzi. What? It appears the thieves struck while we were dealing with the troubles at the station. So that was the true target. First electrolope, now cerulean. What does he need all these resources for? As for the cerulean, he ain't the sort to do something else's bidding. He can get what he's got. He can bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest until justice has been served. And next time, my gun will be ready. You know something about these happenings, by the sound of it? So this extends beyond Shalanoni. Even if we had the manpower, the Dust Watch can't go trapezing about in other jurisdictions. So I think it'd be best if we left the matter in your hands. Yeah, you can leave it to Hiildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend the villain with grace and non-violence finesse. We'd be grateful. Naturally, my men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Shalanoni. If we if we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know. Come on, let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even two. The Cerulean theft is being treated as a priority matter. We'll leave no stone unturned in our investigation. It seems the inspector was a hero yet again. He never fails to rise to the occasion. Now that my lightning charge is spent, I feel somewhat lackluster. Home. I didn't mind it out in the wilds, but for this sentimental old fool, nothing beats a neon-lit city. Now, I'll get back to working on the storage device, checking in from time to time in case I found a new lead. Meanwhile, let us continue along with our lines of inquiry. Pray do not blame yourself for your assistant detective. The fault most assuredly lies not with you. Huh. What would a soft-boiled dope know? Just take care of yourself, eh? What is with that bug, man? Meanwhile, in Shaloni, excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Kalenoka's achievements will be meaningless next to what the heavens have gifted me. Your fugitives have served me well indeed. And you, me. Curious about my gun, are you? Come now, no need to be shy. She is a Molt Python Maximum fitted with a custom shot barrel. Being made of electrical, she can charge her lightning to fire rounds other energies. Okay. The double action trigger means she's fast as you are, and the ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventilated ribs help keep her cool and reduce the risk of malfunction when things really heat up. The recoil of spring guide rod takes the edge off her temper, while the extra long ejector rod housing serves too. Are you getting sleepy? Because I sure am. Let's call it a day, shall we? I don't have anything in particular to say about alchemy tools. Till next time. See you, Inspector. Don't worry, yo. I'm working on the storage device. I'll have more data cracked open soon enough. By the by, I've been feeling my eyes on me lately. Not sure who it is, but the soft wound probably think it's probably Softy would probably think it's an admirer. Jesus. Okay. Maybe I can't do edibles and read. Damn it. Well, you learn and you learn. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you made it this far. And even if you haven't. You know. Have a good day. Peace.